I'm going to say something I haven't said in maybe a decade. I think you should wait to buy a new TV. Hey everyone, I'm Caleb Dennison for Digital Trends, and I've had some time to think since the madness of CES is now in the rearview mirror. Turns out the TVs coming out later this year are actually worth waiting for. I know you might be looking at a new TV for the Super Bowl, and I know you are about to see some really killer deals coming up in the next few months. But if you can hold on for just a bit longer with the TV you have, the wait will be worth it. Here's why. The new TVs coming this spring have some legit upgrades that make them better performing, more future-proofed, and very likely less expensive. Let's start with HDMI 2.1, which brings a bunch of new possibilities. HDMI 2.1 is coming to most major TV brands. At this time, the jury is still out on Sony, so look for an update on that in the comments. And there are 7 features in particular that I think will benefit you. Variable refresh rate, or VRR, auto low latency mode, or ALLM, enhanced audio return channel, EARC, dynamic HDR, quick media switching, and quick frame transport. It's a lot, I know, but let me run through them really quick. 3 of those are aimed squarely at gamers. VRR, ALLM, and quick frame transport within HDMI 2.1 give gamers up to 4K resolution at 120 Hertz with at least FreeSync compatibility, as well as NVIDIA G-Sync in many models. This means killer picture quality with less screen tearing, high refresh rates, and some of the lowest input lag we've ever seen. Never mind a high-end gaming monitor, just get a TV. You'll get a better experience. The EARC part is also clutch, not just for those who want uncompressed Dolby Atmos surround sound going from their TV to their AV receiver or soundbar, but also if lip sync issues drive you nuts. With EARC, those things are gone. Dynamic HDR means a better HDR experience, and quick media switching means no more black screen when you switch from cable satellite to a streaming app or a console. It will be absolutely instantaneous. Now, all of this is to say that I think the full suite of HDMI 2.1 features are well worth having. And if we're talking about future-proofing, I think you need HDMI 2.1 to be as future-proofed as possible. Next, let's talk about OLED for a minute. Not only is there a new 48-inch OLED option coming from LG and Sony, which I think will make a killer gaming monitor, as well as a more accessible size option for a lot of people. OLED in the bedroom, anyone? Sorry. The other thing here is that Vizio, Philips, and Konka are all bringing an OLED to the US this year. What does that mean? Competition. It's been LG and Sony only for the past 2 years, and with competition coming from noted budget-friendly brands, you can bet prices are going to drop across the board for OLED. So if you thought OLED was out of reach because they're too expensive, that will probably change this year. Suddenly OLED looks like a viable option for lots more people, and I'm stoked about that. Next, let's talk about what TCL and Vizio are doing. Vizio is bringing what will likely be the brightest TV of the year, its P-Series Quantum X, into 2020, and it's got a new picture processor that, from what I was able to see, is looking way better than previous years. Then you've got TCL, which, and I'm still amazed by this, brought the first mini LED TV to market last year. Now, that mini LED tech is coming down to its 6 series TVs, which means mini LED at more sizes and at a much lower price. Plus, TCL has this new mini LED tech it calls Vidrian, and that's going to make an even more compelling case for mini LED at the premium tier. All of this puts some serious pressure on Samsung, LG, and Sony to bring super high quality performance at lower prices than we've ever seen before. So not only should OLEDs get more affordable, but I think what we considered to be high tier LCD TV performance last year will be seen in the mid tier, or at least that performance will come at what we've considered mid tier prices in the past. And as a side note, I will point out that LG, at least, is bringing ATSC 3.0 tuners to some of its TVs. So if you want to be ready for what will be the next gen of broadcast TV, LG has you covered. So there you have it. That's my take. If you need a TV right now and you just can't wait, go for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a TV before June or July when most of these new models should be out. The TVs you can buy right now are very good and will serve most people's needs. But if you're looking to get in on the best blend of future-proofing, value, and pricing than we've seen in quite some time, then try to hold out and get something coming out later this year. I think in the long term, you'll be happier. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Are you willing to wait until the new stuff comes out later this year? Leave me a comment down below. Of course, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, visit digitaltrends.com for the latest tech news and reviews.